Hi guys, today we're going to learn how to reset a Mac for sale or giveaway. First thing we're going to do is to back up our data. I always like to back up the entire disk as it is, so I use Carbon Copy Cloner. It says what it does, takes a carbon copy of your hard disk. I've used this for many years, fantastic piece of software, couldn't recommend it highly enough. So once you back up all of your data, then we need to move on to your Apple ID and iCloud settings. So you'll see here that I've already logged out of mine. Obviously, I don't want to put my Apple ID details on a video. But you'll see if you sign out of there, there is iCloud, iMessage, and they're the key things to sign out of. I always recommend signing out of everything. You see there we've got iMessage. Also, you'll need to deauthorize your iTunes account. So you'll see here, again, because I've already logged out and deauthorized, I'm just giving you an example of what you'd need to do here. So we're just deauthorizing this machine. And when you do deselect a lot of these things, particularly in iCloud, it'll ask you whether you want to keep or delete the information. And you just need to select delete so you don't have any of your data left on the machine. That's the first stage. Okay, so now we're going to format the hard disk on the computer and reinstall the operating system now that we've gone through our initial steps. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and restart, and you'll notice that I'm going to press the Command and R key at the same time while we restart. So I'll press that. Just wait a moment. The screen goes black. So I'm pressing Command R at the moment, and that should bring us up into our startup menu where we'll be able to format the drive and reinstall the operating system. I'm using Catalina on this machine, so it won't be a moment. Just takes about a minute or two for it to boot back up. Shouldn't be too much longer. So now you'll see the Mac OS X recovery page has appeared. It's going to read through, examine the volumes as it's doing now, and then it'll give us a menu where we can choose a number of options. And the option we're going to be looking for is Disk Utility. That's the software that we'll use to reformat the drive before we select the other feature in the drop down in the picker menu, and that is the reinstall OS. But we've got to go through and wipe all the data off first.
So we've just had to retype our system password, our administrator password, to now get into this menu. That's a new feature. It wasn't previously required in older versions of OS X, but that's part of the increased security in Catalina. So we'll go to Disk Utility and continue. Okay, so what we want to do is this APFS volume is what we want to erase. So we'll go ahead and erase that. Whatever you do, don't press erase volume group. What we want to do is we just want to erase the primary drive here. So we're just going to press erase now. As you'll see, that's now deleting the volume. It shouldn't take too long. That hard drive's a 500 gig hard drive, so it does take a little while to go through and format that. Hopefully finishing up now. Setting mount state. Okay, now that's complete. Press done. Shared by 5 volumes, and we'll go ahead and delete this as well. Take a moment, so this will ensure that all of our personal data that was on this machine is now deleted. That just takes a moment. And that's also complete. So now that this is complete, we'll now go ahead and exit this utility, and we'll then go ahead and reinstall Mac OS. We've got Catalina on this machine, so we'll go ahead. So now we've connected to the network. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and install the operating system. It just takes a few moments. And it's now going ahead, so I'll agree to that license. As you can see now, the operating system has reinstalled itself, and we are now complete.
Now your Mac's ready to be sold or given away. Hope that was of use to you, and if you like my videos, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.